Welcome to this masterclass explainer on unlocking Beaumont property records. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, a contractor, or, just doing a little research, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to show you how to uncover all that hidden ownership history, tax records, liens, deed transfers, property values, GIS maps, permits, flood risks, and mortgage filings. Seriously, by the end of this, you'll be searching public databases like an absolute pro. I really want you to ask yourself, what expensive mistakes are lurking right beneath the surface of a property you're thinking about buying? Every single day, people make these massive financial commitments without even glancing at the public records first. They end up buying properties with unknown liens, totally hidden ownership histories, or even worse, massive impending tax bills that they are completely blind to. Uncovering these hidden details can literally save you from devastating financial mistakes. You actually have the power to look behind the curtain and access this total goldmine of data. But, only if you know exactly how to navigate the municipal systems. So let's dive right into this and extract all that incredible information that's just sitting there freely available to you. Here's our quick syllabus for today's explainer. 1. The Beaumont jurisdiction trap. 2. Navigating the appraisal district. 3. Searching deeds and ownership. 4. Property taxes and valuations. 5. The synchronization loop. And 6. Advanced tips and warnings. Section 1. The Beaumont jurisdiction trap. Defining the map before you search. The absolutely crucial point here is that before you ever type a single name into a database, you've got to know exactly which Beaumont you're actually looking for. It sounds incredibly simple, right? But you'd be shocked at how many people mess this up. There is a massive difference between Texas and California public record laws, and it trips up countless beginners. If your target property is in Beaumont, Texas, you're looking at Jefferson County, which has completely open public records you can freely search by a person's name online. But if you're looking at Beaumont, California, state privacy laws strictly prohibit online name searches. You literally have to go in person or use a title company to find a name. To make things even more chaotic, some automated search tools will accidentally generate false positives by pulling up Jefferson County, Kentucky. So knowing your map is always your first line of defense. Now, for this masterclass, we're focusing specifically on Beaumont, Texas. In Jefferson County, the system is split into 3 distinct government silos. They do not share a single magical database. The Appraisal District, or JCAD, determines market value and hosts the GIS boundary maps. The county clerk records the legal deed and mortgage filings. And the tax assessor bills and collects the actual money. You absolutely must know which portal to use for which specific question. Moving on to Section 2, Navigating the Appraisal District, Finding Valuations and Exemptions. The Jefferson Central Appraisal District, which we'll call JCAD, sets the baseline value for your property. Okay, so if you're searching JCAD's portal by address, you really want to simplify your queries to avoid confusing their system. So don't type 8907 Park Avenue, just type 8907 Park. Leaving off directional prefixes and street suffixes helps you bypass some of the database's weird little quirks, and it drastically increases your chances of finding the exact property on your very first try. Once you're inside, this is where you can verify all those critical details: building square footage, lot dimensions, property classifications, and the exact year the home was built. Now, check out this date. Missing this specific spring deadline for your homestead exemption means you could massively overpay on taxes for the entire year. If you own and actually live in your home as your primary residence, April 30th is the golden date to file your exemption with JCAD. While Texas does allow some retroactive filings, getting this submitted on time ensures your assessed value is fully protected right from the start. All right, Section 3, Searching Deeds and Ownership, Uncovering the Legal Title History. See, while JCAD values the property, they aren't the ultimate authority on legal ownership. That job actually belongs to the county clerk. The county clerk is your go-to database for ownership, and they offer totally free digital downloads of records filed after January 1983. Think of this as where you find the actual receipts of real estate: deeds, mortgage filings, and most importantly, liens. If a contractor wasn't paid and slapped a lien on a house, it lives right here. You can pull watermarked copies to verify that a seller actually has the legal right to sell you the home. Let's jump to Section 4, Property Taxes and Valuations. How to check your tax bill. Once JCAD sets the value and the clerk records the deed, the tax assessor collector steps in. This office is purely administrative. They just take the math given to them, calculate the bill, and collect your money. But when you're searching the county tax portal, entering the name backwards or using a wildcard for the street will give you the best results. This database is incredibly literal. So if Mary Smith owns the home, you have to type Smith Mary, no comma. If you type it normally, it'll return 0 results, and you might falsely assume no taxes are owed, which is a very dangerous assumption to make. To calculate where you actually owe, you multiply your taxable value by the consolidated local tax rate. That often looks something like this figure here, $1.30 per $100 of value. It's absolutely vital to understand this math. Let's break it down. If JCAT appraises your home at $300,000 and you have a $100,000 homestead exemption, your taxable value is $200,000. You then multiply that $200,000 by 1.30 and divide by 100. And boom, that gives you a tax bill of $2,600. Make sense? Now for Section 5, the synchronization loop. Why databases show conflicting info. This is where we enter some more advanced territory. We really need to examine why different government websites sometimes completely disagree on who owns a house. It's a massive source of confusion for buyers and sellers. Because these agencies don't update instantly, this timeline shows the inherent delay between a deed being filed and the appraisal district actually updating their maps. You might buy a house on a Friday, the clerk records it that afternoon, but 3 weeks later, JCAD still shows the previous owner. If you're in a rush to file an exemption or correct a record, you'll often have to physically take your stamped deed from the county clerk and hand it to JCAD to manually force an update. This administrative barrier is what we call the silo effect, and it perfectly explains why filing an exemption with JCAD doesn't instantly lower your bill at the tax assessor's office. The tax assessor cannot legally lower your bill until JCAD officially sends them a supplementary certification. Remember, they are totally distinct databases. Patience and maybe a little follow-up are your best friends here. Finally, Section 6, Advanced Tips and Warnings. How to avoid real estate disasters. These are the advanced warnings that truly separate the novices from the professionals. Let's talk about protecting yourself. The crucial point here is that homebuyers must calculate their future taxes based on the full appraised value, not the previous seller's discounted rate. When you're looking at a property on Zillow or JCAD, you're often seeing taxes that are artificially lowered by the current owner's exemptions. But when you buy the house, those exemptions drop off on January 1st of the next year. If you don't calculate your projected taxes without those exemptions, you could get hit with a massive, unexpected tax hike that completely ruins your monthly budget. And to prevent malicious actors from secretly filing liens against your home, you absolutely must sign up for this completely free warning system offered by the Jefferson County Clerk. It's called Clerk Alert. You literally just put in your name and your email. If anyone tries to file a fraudulent deed or a fake lien against your property, you get an instant email notification so you can stop the fraud dead in its tracks. I also want to give you a quick heads up about third-party companies that try to charge you money to file a homestead exemption. Honestly, throw those mailers straight in the trash. You can easily do it yourself for free directly through JCAD. Also, please never pay for unofficial property background checks online. Those paid lookup services often use outdated databases. You can pull the official county data yourself for free using the exact portals we've been discussing today. Now, before making any major real estate decisions, please keep in mind that ownership information, tax databases, valuations, and online portals do change over time, depending on Texas regulations and database update schedules. Use this explainer as your strategic guide, but always double-check critical information through official government sources before you sign a contract or make any big financial decisions. Well, there you have it. You are now fully equipped to navigate these databases like a true professional. You understand the silos, you know exactly how to bypass the search quirks, and you know how to protect yourself from hidden tax spikes and fraud. So, with these advanced tools at your disposal, whose property will you investigate today? Dive into those records and see what you can uncover.